Steve Lansdale, PonyFans. As transfers from Temple and Michigan, you guys at least had played in weather like this before. Did you talk to any of your teammates about how to block out the conditions or handle them and deal with what you're facing today?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's really just the mentality. I mean, there's little things you can do as far as like latex gloves under the gloves, things like that. But you know, it wasn't raining, it wasn't snowing, it wasn't anything crazy. It was partly cloudy most of the day. Once you get out on the field and you start playing, it just feels like every other game. But for me, at least, the weather's never really been a factor, and I think most of the team felt pretty much the same way.
Kobe, just what are your thoughts on your career, just coming from, kind of a late addition, from Temple and coming into this program and emerging as not only a leader but one of the best players on the defense, and just how do you kind of balance between that and just the ride coming to an end?
I just think that growth has been a big portion of my career. So me growing as a player as well as a man, like every year has been progression for me. And the coaching staff has played a big part in that by developing me as a player and a man. And I felt like that shows a lot about SMU and the culture they set, because I wasn't I wasn't starting at Temple. When I got to SMU, I got the starter role, and then I started producing. That's not because of me, but that's because they put me through that developmental stage and they got me better to where I am today. So I just feel like growth has just been tremendous throughout these years.
We're on the left-hand side.
Matt, Chris Finney from The Athletic. The first couple of drives, the fourth down play, the pick sixes, how frustrating was that as an offense that you guys are kind of moving the ball and not finishing drives and getting it done and executing offense?
Yeah, definitely frustrating. I mean, we know who we are as an offense, and we didn't display who we are as an offense today. And we all know that everybody made mistakes. Everybody could have played better. It'll be fun to go back, watch film, and learn from it all. But it is disheartening that we came out, started a little bit slow. Did the same thing against Clemson. Be something to reflect on and really evaluate how we can be more intentional about fixing that issue in the future.
Joe, we'll go front row, right hand side.
Jake Richmond, Lone Star Live for both of you. What do you hope that people remember about this team for years to come when they look back on what you guys did this year?
I just hope they remember how hard we played on that field, and we never gave up. That first half, it was like 28-0, but then they only ended up scoring 10 points, and we scored 10 points. So just how hard we played on that field from game one to this game, and how much we love each other, and how great this coaching staff has done with us. I hope they just remember that. And the culture that we brought back, I felt like we brought that swagger back here. And now more people are going to want to come here rather than the Baylor's, the TCUs, or whatever. So we just hope that people take that into account and they just keep supporting us and just keep loving on us.
Front row in the middle.
You mentioned the 28-point margin at halftime, but like Coach Lashley was saying, a lot of what happened in the first half was self-inflicted. I wonder if you could share at all anything about the conversations in the locker room as you guys tried to regroup and gather yourselves for a second half.
Yeah, I mean, even at half, it wasn't necessarily about making adjustments. I mean, Penn State's obviously a great defense, and they were able to make things harder for us, and sort of put us in situations where turning the ball over was more likely to happen. But at the end of the day, we just needed to get back to just fundamental football, running through our plays, doing it, executing better. And I feel like we did that to an extent. It's just should have came out and done it in the first half.